Welcome to your quick stretch, you guys. My name is Elena. Go ahead and find some space. We're going to start standing. We're going to work our way all the way down to the ground. So make sure you do have some space on your floor or a mat or a soft carpet. All right, so we're going to follow along and we're going to move through. And I'm going to start with our head. Best place to start. We're going to start with that head down and up, down and up. And then what we're going to do, so you can either stay standing or you can take it down onto your knees here. So if you want a nice comfier position, you can sit either up here and come down and continue your stretching with your neck on your knees. But if your knees are not really feeling it today, feel free to also just come down on those feet or sit in a chair and be in a comfortable position. We have a little bit longer stretch period. So we're taking about 30 seconds to a full minute for our neck. We will keep this going around for 15 seconds. Try to hit every corner of your neck. So think of your head like a clock and really bring it all the way around. Good. All right, bring it up. So we're gonna bring it down nice and low right on those feet. If you can, again, you can do this in a seated position, in a butterfly position as well, if your knees are a little bit too tight. One hand is going to come down and we are going to reach that side all the way up and over. And as you reach, bending that arm on your right to really open up that rib cage. Think of creating a lot of space between your top rib and your hip. And then same thing, other side. Reaching it up and over. Think of really extending out through those fingertips, bending that arm as needed to really create that C shape. Good, one more time. Back over. Last time. Reach it over. Good. All right, stand it back up. We're going to go into a hip hinge just to stretch those hamstrings a little bit. So from here, we get those feet hip width apart. We're going to reach those arms out like you are grabbing someone's hands. And I want you to sit those hips back and then bring it back up to standing. If that's a little bit too much, or if you feel a little bit too much pressure on that low back, bring those hands up behind the head and sit those hips back. Nice stretch. And as if you are feeling like you're going to fall over backwards. That's how much weight is coming back. Those hips shift back. All right, you can bring those arms out, back in, and up. Soft bend in those knees as needed. All right, almost there. Good. All right, from here, we're just going to slide it all the way down to the floor. Let's see what time is it. All right, we think we got enough people in here. Reach it back into your child's pose. And if you are participating in our word scramble group exercise challenge for the next few weeks, today's word of the day, letter of the day is A. Roll it all the way up through that spine. So all of today's classes is the letter A. Tomorrow's classes will all have another letter. And you'll have to unscramble the word by the end of the week. And if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat and I can connect with you guys after on this program. So reach those hands out. This time we're going to bring those knees together, squeeze them together, and reach those hands out. Try to get those thumbs to almost touch each other. Should feel that right in the back of those scapulas. And then we're going to reach it over a little bit on an angle to the right side. Reach it out. Feel that stretch underneath the left. Nice deep breaths and over to the other side. Reaching across, feeling that stretch all the way under. Good. Back to center. And we're going to bring it up and into a nice lunge position. So we're going to bring that right leg forward. Hips come down, hands come down on each side of that foot. And we're going to hold here. So I want you to feel that hip flexor on the left side, just stretching a bit, using those hands for support. If it feels a little bit too intense, back it up a little bit, and then slowly drop back into it. Good. All right, we're going to press back, and we're going to adjust that position, let our hips come down. We're going to take the opposite hand. So right leg is in front. I have my left arm up. We're just going to lean away. Good. All right, sit those hips back. Bring that foot into a nice flexed position. Think of pulling those toes back towards you. Good. All right, we are going to switch legs. Bring it back underneath. Bring that other leg forward. Start with that knee right in line with that ankle, and then drop those hips down. You can tuck your toe under in the back. Lean it down. Good. Sit it back. Bring those hands up, chest up, lean back down and into it. We're going to take that other arm, bring it up, reach away. Good. Rock it back, extend that front leg, flex that toe. Good, breathe. All right, from here, bring that leg back underneath. And this time we're gonna bring our toes together, knees apart, a little bit wider. And then we're going to sit back into that nice child's pose position and then reach those arms out. Let your torso come down towards the floor. Good, bring it up. We're going to come into a little bit of a pigeon pose. So we're going to bring that right leg forward and then find that position wherever those hips turn out, that you can find a nice comfy stretch here. Good. Adjust that back knee as needed. If you need to bend it in and have two bent knees, you can bring it down onto those elbows. Same thing, other side. Bring it back up. That position, let that knee come down to the side. Slide that leg back. And then find that position where you can hang out. If you're like me, I'm a very uneven person on my right versus my left. My right side is so much more flexible than my left. So sometimes these positions look different on different sides. Adjusting for a modified version, bring it down onto those elbows if you can. Taking nice deep breaths. We're going to roll it over onto our back. All right, and we're going to virtually do the same thing We're gonna do a figure-4 stretch. So best way to do this is you can start up sitting up, crossing that right leg over the left. And we're gonna slide those hips in. So if this is enough stretch for you, hang out right here. You can also do this seated at your desk as well. If you want a little bit more, slide those arms out, lay it down flat on your back, and reach those hands around. And pull that knee in, using that elbow to help guide that hip outwards. And then once you find that tension, hold it, breathe into it. You can also rock your legs a little bit from left to right and try to find maybe some different spots that feel a little bit tense. Remember, you want to stretch where there's no pain, just a little bit of tension. Good. All right. Switch legs. I'm going to come back up to our seated position by rolling through, pulling myself back up to seated. And then take that left leg, place it over. Hanging out here. Good. And lay it down. Left. Reach those hands behind. Good. Keep breathing. Take it a little rock side to side. Good. All right. Bring those knees in together. Stack those knees right over those hips. We're going to send our left leg out straight. Right leg is going to come cross up and over. Nice little counter stretch. Open up those palms to the ceiling. Slowly switch. Coming back to your starting position, which is those knees over the hips and our low back pressed into the floor. Send that right leg out straight. Left leg comes up and over. Yep. All right, we're gonna roll it all the way over onto our stomach and adjust, come on into a little cobra position. So elbows right under those shoulders. And I want you to lift that chest, lift the chin. And if you want to take it up a little bit more, take those hands, place them by the armpits and press up from there. Good. All right. We're going to bring it up into a down dog. Come on up onto all fours. Tuck those toes under, send those hips up to the ceiling. And then you can take those hands and walk them into the feet. Come on into a forward fold. And then slowly roll up from there. Through the shoulders. Take those hands behind. And we're going to pull and open up that chest just a little bit. Think of shoulders back and down. Need a little bit more, lean it over. Let gravity help you out. And bring it back up. All right, take those arms out from here. Bring them in. Open, down. Think of squeezing those scapulas together in the back. Reach it up. Grab your invisible lat pull down. Pull it all the way down. In. One more time. Reach it up. Pull it down. Hands come down behind the back. Give it one last pull. Good. All right, shake out those hands. Give those forearms a quick little stretch. You are a speed typer. Don't forget to stretch out those hands when you can. They're easy to forget. They're also easy to stretch. So pull those fingertips back. All right, shake it out. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for stretching with me. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone.